Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now presented by Tennis Express. Tennis Express, order today and it ships today. Roland Garros, boy did they pull a fast one, making a major schedule change without consulting anybody else in the entire world of tennis, and there's been a backlash. In a stunner, the French Tennis Federation moved Roland Garros from its May 24th start all the way to September 20th, which is just 1 week after the end of the U.S. Open. So, if the rest of the Slam schedule stays as it is, reigning champ Rafa Nadal is going to have a Herculean task on his hands, trying to defend 2 Slams on 2 different surfaces on 2 different continents with less than a week to prepare. The announcement made unilaterally has left some frustrated and others fuming. Less than 24 hours after the Roland Garros rocked the tennis world, the ATP and WTA announced the extended suspension of the tours through June 7th, and that basically cancels the spring clay court season. And there will also be a freeze on the rankings now. ATP Player Council member Vasek Pospisil blasted the French Tennis Federation as selfish and arrogant. He accused them of going rogue, and in a tweet said this is the time for unity and communication. Now, typically the 4 Grand Slam events, while competitive, do try to communicate with each other. In this case, critics suggest that Roland Garros got greedy, trying to cement a spot in the calendar without cooperating at all with Wimbledon, the US Open, or the other pro tours. Now, obviously, tournaments are basically job opportunities for players, so some do like the prospect of playing for prize money week after week. However, others, particularly the contenders at these big events, say Roland Garros is putting players in an impossible position and actually spiking the risk of injury. Now, at this point, 11 professional tournaments are set to take place during the new 2-week Roland Garros schedule, as well as the Laver Cup, which is set for September 25th through the 27th in Boston. The Laver Cup expressed surprise at the French Open shift and says it will, at this point, stay with its scheduled dates. So, we may very well see some kind of a standoff, forcing some stars to choose between Laver Cup and Roland Garros. Now, over on the women's side, there are WTA events scheduled in Wuhan and in Tokyo during the new French Open dates, so the women will have to choose between the French Open and those hardcourt events. The USTA released a statement taking a shot at the FFT, the French Federation of Tennis. For now, they are keeping the US Open exactly where it is on the calendar. However, they say if it does move the US Open, it would only do so in full consultations with the other Grand Slam tournaments, the WTA and ATP, the ITF, and their partners, and the Laver Cup. In other words, they are not going to pull a fast one. But it is possible the tournament does get pushed back. Now, clearly, this is uncharted territory for everybody. Health and safety is the top priority. It has to be. And we hope the season does resume at some point. Meanwhile, the ATP and WTA say they are assessing all options, including a severely reduced calendar if in fact play does resume at some point this year. We will keep you posted on all of it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Grace Carter. See you next time here on Tennis Now.